Hey all, this is the week 3 update for the Million Dollar Experiment. Now again, as we've mentioned in the previous couple of updates, we only have income engine trades to update for this first go round because we don't yet have sufficient funding in the growth and accumulation engines to do anything meaningful. So our focus right now is on the income engine entirely. Also, because we met our month one goal of $249 within the first 4 days, so in week one, when we made $250, we've been placing all of our subsequent trades in an alternative or simulation account. And we're doing that on purpose because we don't want to put at risk the money that we've already used to meet our goal. Now, we might decide that if we're consistently successful in having substantial returns, every week for several months, we might make an adjustment to our targets because obviously we can achieve more than what we've been expecting. But it's way too early for us to make that determination yet. So we're trading everything in a simulation or alternative account. So this was a very, very choppy, weird week. There was not a lot of good setups, at least setups that I know how to trade. And admittedly, if I'm only doing things that I know how to do, that's quite limiting. But that's the point here, is that I'm not an expert in these areas. I'm using my mentors to help me understand how to trade these. And so I only know how to do certain things. And so I'm only doing the certain things that I know how to do. And so there was a lot of activity this week that I didn't feel comfortable participating in because it was just like it was too hard for me. And so fair enough. I only ended up taking two trades and they were both on one day. So essentially in the space of, and I logged on every single day. Now, Friday was a holiday, so it was a short week, but I logged on every single day. There just wasn't anything particularly compelling on 3 out of those 4 days. So again, all the activity happened in one spot. Um, but this reminds me of something I heard Warren Buffett say once, and that is that you only want to swing at fat pitches. In other words, if you're standing at the plate with your bat, getting ready to hit a ball and the pitcher throws the ball at you, and it's not in your comfort zone, let it go. There's no reason. There's no urgency. There's no reason why you want to swing at something that isn't exactly in your comfort zone. So only swing at fat pitches. He also used another analogy, which is he likes to he likes to trade in his circle of competence. And what that means is he wants things that he really readily understands. And so it's like jumping over a 6-inch bar instead of jumping over a 6-foot bar. So in the context of 6-inch bars, those are clear reversals. I trade reversals. So those are clear setups that are easy to understand. Okay, this was going in a certain direction. I see a certain behavior at a key level, and then it turns out around and goes in the other direction for a little while. That's the 6-inch bar that I like to trade. And so that's exactly what happened. On the one day, I had two trades back to back where it was going up. I traded the reversal, and then I traded the reversal of the reversal, and it went back up again. And both of those were full 30-point wins. And that's a great example of something that was easy enough for someone with my limited skills to capitalize on. And so that's what we have. Now, if you want to see the full replay of that trade, you can see that on our Million Dollar Experiment channel. I record at the end of each day. I go back and I replay all the wins, losses, break evens, all the things that I did that day. And usually there's only one or two trades. You can go back and see what those trades are, and we replay them at much faster speed so that you don't have to sit there and watch paint dry. But you can have a look at it and see exactly what happened. But in any case, those two trades ended up, both were $150 trades, so ended up with another $300. And so on those two trades, our week ended plus $300. And so that's the third week in a row where we exceeded our month target. So the first week was $249. We made 250. Second week we made 300 and change, 313, something like that. And then that's last week, and this week is 300. So far so good. Anyway, I'll leave you with that and talk to you next week in our next update.